All's fair in love and netball. Meghan and Harry show off their competitive sides as he wins sporting shootout, before making up with a cuddle, at awards ceremony for young coaches. They showed off their competitive streaks when they joined opposing teams for a netball shootout, with Prince Harry's team taking the win. But the Duke and Duchess of Sussex still had time for a cuddle while they went head-to-head in the test of skill at Loughborough University this afternoon. The royal couple were joined by sporting stars and graduates of the Royal Foundation's Coach Corps program. They had traveled to the university by train for an awards ceremony honoring graduates of Coach Corps, an initiative using sport to empower those not in education or employment. Through training, the initiative aims to create the next generation of sports coaches who will themselves go on to inspire their communities. Meghan arrived dressed in a top by Oscar de la Renta, trousers by Altuzarra and stiletto-heeled shoes, while Harry was similarly casually dressed in a smart jacket, shirt and trousers. The Duchess team featured the gymnastics coach Scott Hann, tennis star Laura Robson and had the added bonus of England netballer Ebony Beckford-Chambers. Meanwhile, the Duke shot hoops with marathon world record holder Paula Radcliffe, former England batsman Mark Ramprakash, ex-England rugby player Ugo Monai and ex-US basketball star David Robinson. Harry led his team to a 3-2 victory over Meghan's. In the eyes of one of Harry's teammates, 7'1" and former basketball player David Robinson, that may have been a mistake. "You've always got to put your wife center stage," he said. They are newly married, so he is learning that. Robinson, 53, who used to play for the San Antonio Spurs, said it was great fun meeting the royal couple. "I told them that obviously netball is a bigger game here than basketball, but it was fun working with the coaches. They said they love basketball and it will grow here. I said you will need to grow some 7'1" in guys, that's all." The couple were there for the Coach Corps Awards, marking the achievements of recent graduates from a scheme launched by the Royal Foundation in 2012 to train the next generation of sports coaches. Presenting the award for Graduate of the Year to Sebastian Vidal, the Duchess said that the incredible inspiration and sense of purpose that Coach Corps instilled in people was astounding. Before the awards ceremony, the Duchess met a pair of identical twins the couple met earlier this year in Birmingham, Luke and Elliot Rainbird, 20, who promptly quizzed her on whether she had seen the new series of Suits. "No," said the Duchess, who equally promptly turned the conversation back to Coach Corps. Issa Abdo, 20, who also met the Duchess in March, said, "She was really excited to see how we had progressed." She said Meghan gave her team a pep talk urging them not to be nervous. "She told us to just be comfortable and relax, and she joked saying it's a competition, but not a competition." Ramprakash, now England's batting coach, described the Coach Corps students as very positive role models after running 2 cricket sessions with them earlier at the university. He added, "The young people came from all different backgrounds and parts of the country. Their attitude was great, they were open and they wanted to learn and they really had a good energy about them." The former cricketer said Harry could not resisting joking with the very tall former basketball player. He went up to David and said, "What do you play? Chess?" That was very amusing. The Duke gave a speech at the awards in which he spoke of the importance of coaches being professional, relatable and inspiring. "I hope you take what you've learned here to expand your network of support and leadership for wherever you go next," he said. "Once you graduate, it's your job to inspire the next generation after you, an ability that you all now have, whether you know it or not." To sports clubs all over Britain, I'd like to say this: the people ready to coach the stars of the future are right here in this room. If we invest our time, energy and money in helping their development, we will not only play our part in securing a positive future for them, but we will also encourage active communities across the country, and we will be driving Britain's sporting success for many years to come. At the award ceremony it was announced that Sport England has awarded the Royal Foundation a £995,500 national lottery grant to double the reach of the Coach Corps program by adding 10 new sites in England over the next 3 years. Coach Corps has so far trained more than 316 24-year-olds who were not in education or employment. The royal visit came as Sport England awarded the Royal Foundation a £995,500 national lottery grant to double the reach of its Coach Core program by adding 10 new sites in England over the next 3 years. More than 200 apprentices will take part in a day of sports training and mentoring before the awards ceremony, designed to celebrate the achievements of young people who have taken part in the life-changing program. Established by the Royal Foundation in 2012 on the back of the London Olympics, Coach Core aims to harness the power of sport and its ability to change lives and empower young people. It connects those who are not in education or employment with the biggest sports clubs in the country, providing unrivaled tuition, paying them a wage, and setting them up for an exciting future. At this year's Coach Core Awards, the Duke and Duchess will join graduates, new joiners and other apprentices to celebrate their achievements in categories including Community Outreach Project of the Year. Other categories are Graduate of the Year, Mentor of the Year, Educator of the Year and Apprentice of the Year. Their Royal Highnesses met some of the apprentices as they took part in drills and team games, before meeting this year's graduates. Last weekend, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex went Dutch for a 3-day party celebrating the launch of Soho House's latest outpost in Amsterdam. Joining the royal couple were a celebrity crowd including actors Douglas Booth, Eddie Redmayne, and Jenna Coleman, who was linked to Prince Harry before his marriage to Meghan. Guests such as Michael McIntyre, Fran Cutler and Nick Grimshaw were promised a long weekend of eating, drinking, napping, dancing, boats and bikes and were not disappointed. Also on hand to mark the opening of the building, and coincidentally toast founder Nick Jones on his 55th birthday, were Lily Cole, Ella Eyre, Stanley Tucci, and Richard Bacon. Meanwhile, Meghan's half-sister Samantha Markle is flying to the UK in a last-ditch attempt to discuss their father's health, it was claimed today. The 52-year-old former model is currently in Italy and is said to be just one short flight away from London. Ms. Markle, who suffers from multiple sclerosis and is restricted to a wheelchair, says she has tried to contact her sister through official lines of communication, but she has been ignored. Kensington Palace have not commented. Thomas Markle, 74, has told the Mail on Sunday that his daughter would be better off if he died, and she has cut all contact with him. He was not in Windsor for her May wedding to Harry as he was recovering from heart surgery.